boys are back in town.
What's going on? Not you, dog. People. So, today's episode, doing some lights on the bed. These, we're gonna get rid of them. I like them, but they're just super loose and just something a little bit smaller. So we're gonna go to these, instead of a 1 3/4, we're just gonna go to these 3/4 inch pucks. And we're also gonna do a little bit of updating on the top. So here we got a whole new cab light assembly for the top, and we also got some more stuff coming. So let's go ahead and get these cab lights removed and go ahead and get our placement for our new lights mapped out.
Hey.
Hello. Oh, holler at the people.
It's a Chevrolet.
That's definitely gonna be the fucking thing.
Is this the positive?
I don't know. No, that's the negative. All right, so we're doing the cab lights up top. Tanner's now here. We're working on the battery, getting it replaced. The lights that I got are hardwire in, so we're gonna have to mess with that a little bit. I may put them on their own separate plug. That way they're plug and play, because I don't want to hardwire them in.
The bolt is stuck.
All right, good thing I got new ones. And yeah, so while he's doing that, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna throw you all on a time lapse.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
And there we have it.
Lights.
So we got the top cab lights redone.
Camera.
Action. We're gonna be redoing the headlights later on. With the cab lights done, we're gonna move on to the back. But first, give it a crank, Tanner, because we found out that mass airflow sensor has not been plugged in, and I don't know how long it's not been plugged in at. So we're gonna plug it in and find out. It better be. Plus, no. Maybe that's why it wasn't running right.
Hey, that's a problem. We're drawing too much power from the
Yeah, baby! That's crazy. That's crazy. Whole light just jiggling over here.
Well, I mean it runs.
Chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it.
Wait, so did it run like crap going into the driveway? Probably warmed up.
Alrighty, so we are working on marking out the sides. That way we can drill in these 1/4 inch. A lot of people call them chicken lights. 1/4 inch chicken lights. These are just white with a smoke to
You
match.
don't want to know what I call.
To match the top. But we're gonna go ahead and get these drilled out and wired up. So we're gonna put you on a time lapse right here so you can watch us.
What do we buy?
Step bit. Didn't have nothing big enough, so we ran and grabbed them. So Tanner has us laid out. I mean, can you see where they're at? I can't.
All right, here.
Yeah, Tanner has us laid out.
There.
Oh,
Yeah.
right here. All right,
Yeah, so we got one there, kind of as evenly spaced as possible. There's another one right there. And then this one, I'm getting a plate put in, courtesy of Senor
Probably
Rojo.
gonna go cut some off of out of the metal piles out there.
yeah, so we're gonna fill that in, then put the last one right here. So
Working my welding a little bit.
touch that up a little bit.
Touch that up. We also have an issue down under. As you can see, the body mount, bed mount actually
She's
cracked.
seen better
So
days.
I need to take this off, separate it a little bit, and weld it all back up.
She's seen better days.
She has. But as a work truck from Texas, I'm sure it's seen some good off-roading adventures and all sorts of good stuff. As a welding rig from Texas.
Definitely.
So, we're going to throw you back on the time lapse, and we're going to get these, excuse me, we're going to get these drilled out, welded up, grinded down, and
Go from there.
And go from there.
Perfect.
I just need to clear my head, can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just
All right, guys. So we got them all drilled in, all ready to be wired up. But we ran into a slight issue on this side because, you know, in the process of making them even, we weren't really paying attention. And yeah, this one, well, there's a tube there, and we drilled a hole in it because the wire is inside that tube. On the other side, it's set back about 3 inches, so we didn't really have to worry about it. But I'm gonna try to fish this thing out, and Ham is visiting. So is the dog. So I'm gonna try to fish this thing out.
Alrighty, so like Tanner said, he's gonna be working on wiring. I'm actually going to come into this box right here. Come into this box here. I'm actually gonna cut these 2 pieces out, maybe one, these 2 pieces, and I'm gonna actually use them right here, right there, and on all the other 2 sides.
That's a pretty fair assessment.
We're gonna grind it down because you know what they say. Grinder and paint, make me the welder I ain't.
And he ain't no damn welder. I'll
And I
tell you
ain't
that right
no
now.
welder.
Hey, better than me, but
We're in our practice stages. So while he's working on getting these straight and getting the wiring run and everything connected, we're gonna do that.
I just need to clear my head. Music keeps me on alone. You got the feeling. The music keeps me singing. Music keeps me dancing.
So Tanner is doing a little tester to see how these are gonna look because he has
are they all on?
Oh yeah, they all on, baby.
That's bright.
Those are gonna look so good. Those are gonna look so good. All right, you're good. You can cut it.
I
So-
told you 4 was the number to go with.
So of course we're gonna have one extra one here. I'm still working on the plates. I was gonna cut them out perfectly, but I'm just gonna have to plate it from the back and then spray paint and clean it all up. Tanner was like, "There's no way you're gonna get it," and I've been already cutting for a while.
might have to beat that out.
Yeah. But yeah, so those look awesome. Thank you, Tanner, for the wiring.
I'm not done yet.
Absolutely killer on the wiring.
Hey, I just tested it. I gotta get the rest of them.
But if y'all remember, we did
That was a while ago.
turn lights, brake lights, reverse lights, and amber flashers. It was a good while ago.
We still have to rewire the turn signals because This truck not having a bed on it and everything being aftermarket, it reads that the back tail lights burn out, so the sequential tail lights don't
Hyper
actually
flash.
sequential.
So we're gonna have to slow those down, resistor or rewire, or however.
Resistor, or we'll just run a jumper from the front. Who cares?
However we figure it out. But I'm actually going to, what I got over here is what y'all see me cutting on. I'm just gonna cut this here, cut it here, and then cut them in half, so that way I get a good plate to stick in the back, and then we'll paint it, drill a hole in it. Well, that one's just gonna be filled. That one's gonna get a hole up front.
Pretty good. Making progress.
I'm
We
gonna
need
go
some light.
eat a pizza, and then we'll be back. So here we have it, all the dogs barking. Tanner has finished up the lights on the side. We finished up the cab lights. Man, this thing is looking good. We just evenly spaced everything out, drilled it out, and put it all on. Those cab lights really do look good. And next we're gonna need to do some new headlights. But for the time being, what we got coming in tomorrow is we got new lights, or new mirrors. New lights, new mirrors. And then our license plate light. So we're gonna put that light in, wire it up, and get those tow mirrors on tomorrow.
It was pretty good.
Mañana.
Well, you might want to tie those wires up too.
Bark, bark, bark. All right, let's get those tied up. And then look at these dogs just jumping around. Feature the dogs. So it's the next day. We got some more stuff. We got a nice little LED tag light, because I don't have a tag light. You want the plastic? You wanted the plastic? No, ma'am, you can't have plastic. Nice LED. We're gonna wire in, and then in here we got the tow mirrors. So I just don't like this style of tow mirror. I got a different one. Y'all will see it, but it should be pretty simple. Should be just popping that off, popping the screws out, and undoing it. So let's get to it. Alright, so I don't know if y'all saw, well, that's really messed up. Super easy, you pop this plate off, 3 screws, loosen them, put the new one on. And we'll just slide that right back in there, slide that in there, give it a bop, give it a bop. And let's do a big old grand reveal. Oh yeah, baby. Those look so much better. So much better. So much better. Yeah, I like these a lot better. A lot better. I don't know, the reason I just didn't really care, like I kind of hate how it's a little tweaked there, but the reason that I don't like these mirrors is because you got that tiny little mirror. So I'll have to do some adjusting, but I think it looks a whole lot better than what's there. So let's go ahead and do the other side. Again, super easy. Just a couple of bolts. Poor Blazer is just struggling over there, but it's actually running a whole lot better than it was. Oh, well, I guess I didn't shut that side. It already looks better. I'm just gonna put y'all right here. I'm gonna round it and shut that door. Here's the dog. So what we're doing here is we are just going to pop out. I don't know how easy this is or how, oh, look at that, pretty easy. So we're just gonna pop this out. Now I already have it wired in, which is super kind of convenient. But this needs a ground and a power. That's actually, I believe, my power supply. I don't know. I might have to pull out the, whatchamacallit, the tester, test it, and figure out what's going on here. But it's cut now, so we're gonna turn on the truck, give it some power, make sure it's my power. If it is my power, I'm just gonna ground it to pretty much right up in there, because it shouldn't need too much to be grounded, in all honesty. As long as I don't cut all these wires in here. But we're gonna go ahead and do all that and figure out what is the next step, so that way we can get light down here for our license plate. Because you can't be rolling around without a license plate tag, because that's illegal. Craziness. And not 5 minutes later, I got that wired in. All I had to do was hop onto the same wiring harness, basically, that Tanner did last night. Ooh, let's push that in a little bit. That Tanner made for our lights on the side of the rig. All I did was chip into it. Yeah, everything is rocking and rolling. So now all I'm gonna do is just tidy up these wires, get them nice and neat, get them clean, get them in some wrapping. But I think that's gonna conclude today's episodes of Shag Shop. Got our lights done on the back, license plate, cab lights, and new mirrors. Y'all come back next week and see us, because we'll be here. Adios.